Hello, good day. I want to specially welcome you to the Introduction to Microsoft Excel tutorial. My name is Prosper Ezekiel. I'm a data analyst with 4 years plus of experience in data analysis, business analysis, machine learning, and financial management, dedicated to optimizing financial strategies for sustainable business growth. So, if you are new to this particular tool, the Microsoft Excel, I did love to bring to your notice that the Microsoft Excel serves as the foundation to data analysis, providing access to powerful analytical capabilities that every data professional must master. So, this module will transform you from being a basic Excel user to an advanced data analyst capable of transforming raw data into actionable insight. So I'm going to be taking you on the introduction to the Microsoft Excel interface. So if you are new to the Microsoft Excel, I will love you to pay attention to what we'll be discussing right now because the foundation is always key to every startup in tech, and data analysis is not an exception. So, talking about the Microsoft Excel interface, I did love you to know that the Microsoft Excel interface consists of the title bar, ribbon, and the formula bar. And all of this provides a grid system for you to input your data to calculate and as well as to organize your data. So for a quick visual walkthrough of how this layout pieces look like, we love to start from the very top. So if you take a look at this top here, this is referred to as the title bar. This place you see functions.xlsx hyphen excel. This part is the title bar. So this shows the file name and the program name at the top center. Now you can see it. So the file name here is functions, and then the name of the application that we are working with is Excel. Now, moving towards the left, we have the quick access toolbar. This part here is referred to as a quick access toolbar, and this holds fast shortcut for common commands like your save. So you can see here this way you can save your file. You can also undo and redo, and you see that at the top left corner here. Then we have the ribbons and tabs. Okay, let me quickly bring to your notice again that Excel is splitted into two parts. We have the ribbons area and then we have the worksheet area. So here, back to the ribbons. So I am on these ribbons now. So these ribbons here, they display your traditional menu tabs, okay, where you can see your home, your insert, your draw, power pivots, developer, and so on. So in case you don't see most of these tabs here, most of these ribbons here um, on your own Excel, I do love you to pay attention and also follow up this tutorial from the very starting to the end, and you will learn how to use each of these for your daily data analysis tasks and also to integrate some of these ribbons that you can see here now on your own. So the ribbons and tabs, as I said earlier, that they display your menu tabs. So we call these ribbons. Okay, and again, I did love you to know that these your ribbons, they are packed with different groups and icons. Okay, they are subdivided into groups and icons. For example, on this home ribbon, you can see I have clipboard, I have the font group, I have the alignment group, and you can see different icons that signifies them. And you make use of these tools to, either perform calculations or operations on your data. So aside the ribbons, beneath it, you're going to see the name box. Now this part here is the name box here that you can see A1. This is your name box. So what name box does is that it shows the address or name of the currently selected active cell. So you can see that A1 now is my currently selected active cell. So this is showing A1. If I click on C1, you see that this has changed to C1. And also, I can use this name box to navigate. So let's say I click on D3 and click enter. So you see that my active cell now moves to D3. So that's what the name box does. And at the right hand side of the name box, we have the formula bar, this long elongated tab here. This one you're seeing here. This is referred to as your formula bar. So you use the formula bar to type. You can also use it to view or as well as to edit your text, your numbers, or your mathematical functions in an active cell. So if I am currently on D3, I can type whatever here. I can just type, oh, business. Now I can type here business, and you see that the business is written in D3. I can also type, now I'm currently on E3. I can type in E3, and whatever I type in E3 will also be displayed. Let me type Excel. So MS Excel, you can see I'm typing that in E3 and it's also displaying in the formula tab. So let's take a look at some of the worksheet grid and also the navigation. So now we've seen the first part of the Microsoft Excel, which is the ribbon aspect. So the next thing we are going to take a look at now is the worksheet grid, and then we also understand some of the navigations on this particular part. So the first thing I did bring to your notice is this alphabet you're seeing here. This alphabet you're seeing here, the A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, these are vertical lines, labeled with alphabet from. Now they actually ranged from A, from this A that you're seeing here, to like it keeps going down to XFD to XFD. So in your Microsoft Excel, you have 16,384 columns, 16,800, 16,384 columns. That's what you have on your Excel. It ranges from A to XFD. So you have a 16,384 columns of data. Then these numbers you're seeing here, they are referred to as rows. They are referred to as rows. And on your Microsoft Excel, you have 1,048,576 rows of data. So you have from 1 year, and if you keep going down, you have total of 1,048,576 rows of your data. So now that you've seen that we have rows and columns on your ribbon, the next thing we are going to see on this worksheet area is the cells. So each of these boxes you're seeing here, they are referred to as cells. So these small rectangular boxes formed by intersecting both the columns and the rows, identified by the letter number address, like the A1 that you saw now, or B1. Each of these, they are referred to as cells. Okay. Then when you move down, when you move down, you see here that we have different sheets. You can see that we have different sheets. I'm currently on sheet two. On sheet two, here is sheet one. I'm currently on the sheet two. So with what we have here, you can make your navigations and also add or create more sheets. Okay, so you can see that it is located at the bottom, left of your worksheet. Okay, then we also have the status bar and the zoom bar. So this is where you can zoom. If you look down here, this is where you can zoom. You can zoom here. You can either zoom, or you can also zoom in and zoom out. So these are the basic things that I do love you to know in this particular section of your Microsoft Excel. In the next section, we are going to be looking at introduction to data types. We do a little of data entry in Microsoft Excel. and then we look at some of the functions and formulas in Microsoft Excel. So see you in the next video. Thank you.